only thing is you will not have a huge variety. But
Can you move to a more central location so that
no, I was just saying, most of what we eat is what we store.
You might get greens from trees as well. Like
Yeah, beans and veg if you can manage. Keep your other crops to minimalism.
Mungala will be pacha only in the rainy season.
நாங்கள் காலையில் இன்னொரு ஜாக் ஃப்ரூட்டை ட்ரை பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னு சொன்னாங்க. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி actually we can try something from the other season.
I found a beautiful YouTube video of a farmer who completely sustains food habits only from the land. So what he does is, even brinjal you சொன்னீங்க. So what he does is he chops it off. He has excess brinjal, he chops it off, applies salt and then sun dries it. And then he stores jars and jars of it. And then he takes it, puts it in the water, boils, and it is exactly like fresh katrika that you would put in. So dehydrate and hydrate on the model. Also, one other subject of water, I went on a farm hopping trip across near Bangalore for about half a dozen farms to note down best practices. And one key takeaway that I found in maximizing the usage of water is plan underground pipes across your farm. Whether you're farming, you have an intention to farm or not is immaterial. But from your source of water, from a bore or from a well, the water should go into a pipe, into a series of network underground, and should be there. And then it will pop out. So you have those levers to on, off, so that you can direct the water to any part of the field. The reason why this greatly helped us when we did in the farm was that previously we used to follow the traditional method of furrows, right? So you just put it in the furrow, and especially during some Vaikal, in summer time, the water would just get drunk in the Vaikal itself, right? And then we found it very difficult to take it to farther parts of the thing. But after the pipe has come, I think it's half the problem was solved.
it's just a plus story and the pipe downsides have
But if you do it 3 feet below, you can even have tractors plow on 3 or 4 feet, but you really have got to do it much deeper. Then there's absolutely no problem.
So the pipe basically acts like a spring.
No, it's just a transporting.
Yeah, so the outlet of the pipe is like a spring which charges that particular,
Not even charge, just
irrigate that area.
that area.
I mean, if you want to, cost minimize, you wouldn't want a very extensive network. So perhaps one of the things is you typically, and especially if your well is on the lower part of the land, you typically have pipes leading to the uppermost part of the land or upper parts of different quadrants of your land. From there you might have channels to reduce cost to whichever part you want.
Long term, I was just telling, I met a person who said that there are like certain trees which makes rain. Local trees more.
Please let us be like all like white right now.
If you're tall,
There are certain trees which really bring rain. I don't know how much it's really.
yeah.
I've heard that traditional indigenous seed varieties consume much lesser water, even up to 1/3 the water consumed by other seeds. Is it rumor or is it fact? Or mostly, more often than not?
All kinds of seeds.
நாட்டு வெரைட்டி
ஆமா, ட்ரெடிஷ்னல் சீட் வந்து இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் தண்ணி கம்மியா எடுக்குங்களா யூசேஜ்?
We repeatedly hear that it can tolerate drought better than the latest
Yeah. So in your experience, have you
I think
realized it?
We just did one summer crop of paddy, and we watered it quite a bit, but still much less than what they traditionally do. We didn't stagnate.
Tree is one thing good attractive thing. Palm trees. 8 years to start giving
So, but vegetables and you have some experience like with traditional seed?
very difficult
Vegetables,
because we
you
have
need
tried native
good water.
varieties for seeds. Unless you're slightly more scientific, then you try all that. Like there are natu varieties, they will be hardier, but to see a dramatic reduction in water usage, I think there are some, you can talk in terms of paddy, for example. There are these dry land varieties. If you choose such things, yes, you can just water once in 15 days instead of once in 2 days. So that's you see the.
You can see in our district, the Virudhunagar district, at least there is some particular brinjal which grows only in Virudhunagar district, which is dry. So they water very rarely, and those type of varieties are there.
Okay, so you can pick and choose certain varieties. But flavor-wise, taste-wise, market acceptance-wise?
It's a Karisal man actually, so it's better than anything else actually.
Okay.
No, that's taste.
Taste.
Okay. So you don't need to compromise on that while doing.
We grew some traditional rice varieties. Very well
Tastes like
accepted.
It's so dry, it tastes like water. You don't have to put it this one. Just take it off the plant. You can keep it in the sun.
Next topic.
So we have 20 minutes per topic. Just letting you. So next comes security.
Yeah, actually, I mean,
Security, fencing, animal.
maybe just about snakes, just to.
Monkeys, let's include monkeys also.
I mean, are you worried that you might be getting this?
Sorry? Snakes, scorpion.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going back to land, snakes, you worry that maybe snakes are an issue.
I think it's a very hyped up fear.
Yeah.
Really. They're probably one of the most docile creatures.
Okay, but the snakes are us or us are snakes?
Snakes are us, but frankly, in my for 8 years that I've been on land, I've seen snakes fairly regularly. I've seen cobras, cranes, vipers, and I've the viper was here, and I was sitting and I just went past without even, I was right on. So it is possible that you will get bitten. It is something that, as an intelligent, it's a very rare thing. Mostly they run away when vipers don't. There's some, they are very inactive in the daytime. So there's a possibility that you might go very close. If you step on it, then it's they may. So anyway, the thing is, generally the other related thing is if I mulch, maybe people keep asking, because of mulch, this, that, we don't. So anyway, the first thing is we generally around the house we generally clear off all the bushes. We don't try to keep the thing clean so that you see. And then in our case, especially 2-3 times we have seen cobras near the kitchen. One particular cobra coming to the kitchen. And every time we had our cat and dog notice them and stop them before they came in. So having cats and dogs, they are far, and I had to only pacify the dog and cat because they were ready to attack and they will probably get killed, not be you who will. And so just try to be calm and talk to them, blah blah blah. Otherwise it's not, some basic precautions like this. Have a list of what you do. There is some neighboring hospitals where you can get which is the neighboring hospital where they store this.
You may have to ensure that the neighboring hospital has antiseptic.
Yeah, you can try that.
Or try to ensure maybe you can do that.
So it's very rare actually.
Thing is,
It's
we
not
often
really
hear that they don't
something,
have
it's not a
serum.
Once in a lifetime.
Sorry?
Yeah.
We often hear that they don't have serum, but
Not that doesn't mean you'll die after.
it would be a good idea to figure out.
Yeah.
First aid.
So these are,
Where exactly
just to say,
is
if you get back to land, you can handle it whatever way. But I'm saying that it's not an issue, there are ways of handling it.
One slightly off-tangent question. Snake venom, the antidote, is it common for all snake bites or each snake bite has one antidote?
Snake bite.
Oh, each has one.
If you ever get bitten by a more popular snake.
Yeah. Better.
You have to identify what it is. You have to remember what bit.
Oh, okay.
You have to tell the doctor
So
that.
that's important. No? If I get bitten, I should know what snake I get bitten.
Adikira Babu பேர் சொல்லிட்டாயா
Back to the farm, you can have a special class of snake venoms.
If you talk to Irulas, right?
Irula, they do run sessions, so that session is after this.
Crocodile bank we have.
Yeah, anyway, but this, let's
Not
not
about
get
the
too
antidote.
deep into this. Because it's not an issue.
I was reading on traditional knowledge actually.
Farmers, they know what people are more dangerous. But the fear is
It's fairly common.
I was reading on traditional knowledge actually. So normally in villages they have arapu. So when you are bitten by the snake, actually they will eat arapu. That taste will be different actually. Normally it will be
Okay.
so if you are bitten by a poisonous snake, actually that arapu's taste will be different actually. So with that, they will find actually it's a poisonous snake. We have to take care. So otherwise, they won't care.
Okay, but anyway, let's drop this snake. I made a mistake.
So talking of security, I'll just say,
some other.
so one is the physical security that it may happen that our farm may be a little away from the village or away right? So in city we are so used to have people around, and farm we may not. So that physical security is something that we may discuss about. How do you handle that?
Looking at me, I mean, I have stayed alone away from the. I mean, we are some 2 kilometers away from the nearest house. Nothing in the night. Villagers themselves say, how do you stay alone? You just get to. I am just sitting inside and browsing the internet. As long as I'm up, there are dogs like that. And there is a.
Definitely helps. So I'll tell you from my personal experience. So we have our farm 3 kilometers away from the nearest village, and when we decided to construct a small house for us to live in, everybody tried to dissuade us, don't do that, because if somebody comes and some murder, robbery, there's various of them. They instill fear. But we just went and did it, and absolutely nothing. Right? There was not a single incident. I think it's just unfounded fear. And like he said, it's just perfectly fine. It's just life as usual. Nothing happens.
Yeah, but
similar thing happened when we wanted they said don't do it at all because yara kure pirchti aranda so put concrete and
no, that's
exactly
that is the type of
So the trick is to have as less materialistic items as possible.
That's the thing.
That's very important. People, I mean, I'm sure our village, the villages around us think that there's not much to.
Also have some country dogs.
When they come.
1 or 2 dogs.
Make sure the people who come to your farm for work or whatever reason, they don't see you as being loaded with money. Because that's where the information gets out. Not that they're all going to be like that. Apart from that, most villages will not mind you. I mean, in fact, once you get acceptance, they'll come for you, they'll take care of you. If there's somebody on your farm, they'll call and tell yaro vandirukanga, like that.
That acceptance, like எப்படி அதாவது அந்த என்வரன்மெண்ட்ல லைக் அவர் பெர்முடாஸை போட்டு நானும் ஃபார்மிங் பண்றேன் அப்படின்ட்டு லைக் ஹாய் ஹவ் ஆர் யூ கைஸ் அப்படின்னா வி ஒன்ட் மிங்கிள் வித் க்ரௌட். ஸோ ஆல்வேஸ் ஆக்சுவலி லைக் ஒரு தேர்ட் பர்சனாக ஒரு ரிச் பர்சன் ஒரு எலைட் கை அப்படின்னு தான் பார்ப்பாங்க ஆக்சுவலி. ஸோ அதை விட்டு வெளியே வரணும் ஆக்சுவலி. ஸோ தேட்ஸ் த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இம்ப்ரெஷன்.
Yeah, that is there, but it's a bit difficult. Whatever you do, they'll think you're similar.
Yeah, they can spot, they can smell you 1 kilometer away.
No, but
still like at one point of time, after 2 years, you can put your roots actually. You can settle in that land. So they know actually all the people in that nearby villages, they know actually they won't harm us. Like snakes actually, they know they won't harm us.
But see, harming is one aspect of it, but exploitation does occur. See, Navadarshanam is a classic example. People have been farming, like Navzar and Shahnaz, they've been there for a while in that area. And locals still treat them very like these outsiders, and they exploit them at every opportunity. Like one day he goes and he built this biogas plant, so he wanted a lot of cow dung for charging it. So first day he got, which was probably 1 or 2 rupees per bag or something, he gave it for 5 anyway, so he paid. Then the word got around. Next day he goes to get some more because he was still falling short. It became 20 rupees. Same person. So there's actually, I don't know if acceptance is a very easy thing.
The paying 5 for what actually is 1 rupee. That's also a problem.
Yeah.
Money is not the solution. Because if you show that, you know what, I have money, I've saved enough, I'll solve it with money, immediately the rates go. For labor, for everything. Right? So try to approach it like a local. Haggle, and if you don't do that, right, they will bring their prices. Otherwise it's easy money for them. They just sell it to you and
Basically what the villagers are seeing of city people are, generally city people are rich, they don't know enough local, they don't have enough local knowledge. So even once you settle to the village, they will look at you at the same, through the same lens, and to take, like you said, 3-4 years maybe to change that attitude of one or two people who are close to you, not the rest. Then yeah, like he said, you should not at all, you should haggle over everything. Make sure that you project a tough image as far as spending money.
That's interesting, a tough image. Does that work actually? I know it's situational, but
yeah, it depends on your personality. Like Puramal Singh, I mean, I'm not a very tough person, but like yeah, I think if you are a bit capable of maintaining a distance and not allowing, like people will just slip in some statement. If you immediately counter, I mean, which is a bit of an exaggeration, let's say, for something.